I'm back. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. RFG is back at it, and I'm here to give my It Chapter 2 synopsis. Okay. I went to go see this movie 2 days ago, and it was the complete opposite of what most people on YouTube are saying about it. Most people on YouTube are saying that, It Chapter 2 didn't live up to the first remake of It in 2017. They're saying that, it fell short of expectations. They're saying that this film was somewhat of a bust. They're saying that it was also too long. It was 2 hours and 50 minutes. They're saying that it just wasn't put together well enough. Well, RFG is here today to tell you all and to tell all those critics that they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Okay? They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Most of the people posting their post thoughts on It Chapter 2, let me tell you something. They're surface thinkers. Though they're surface people. Those are people with calcified pineal glands, and as they say in Harry Potter, okay, those people are muggles. They're not magic folk. They're muggles. They're calcified, okay, and they are explaining the movie details, and they're giving their synopsis from a calcified perspective, and I came in and saw the movie with open eyes and an open mind, and I took everything in, okay? And I saw the movie for its spiritual significance, okay? Most of the people posting their thoughts about this movie, you know what I'm saying? They're those type of people who just expect every damn scene to be blood, gore, guts, and another killing scene, or another corny ass joke, or a sex scene. You know what I'm saying? Those people on low ass vibrations, okay? But like I said, from my point of view, this movie was one of the most deepest, symbolically significant movies I've ever seen in my life. It Chapter 2 was top 5 most deepest movies I've ever seen. Okay? And like I said, I am a very harsh critic. I'm a very strict critic. And those people who gave their synopsis on It Chapter 2, they didn't know what the hell they was talking about. Okay? I gave this film an A-. There was only one scene that I did not like and I did not agree with, and I don't think they should have put in the movie. Okay? And that was the opening scene where you had the gay men get terrorized, where the gay men got beat up, and the dude's gay lover ended up, getting tortured and eaten by, Pennywise. That with that scene, that was like propaganda. That was a propaganda ploy by the LGBTQ, so the people could gain sympathy for the homosexual agenda. You see what I'm saying? Because in that particular scene, those two characters had no relation to the main characters of the film. And those two gay men had no kind of significant tie to the storyline of the movie. You see what I'm saying? So by having them getting terrorized the way they were, and, having that happen to them at the beginning of the movie, I felt that was a little over the top, and that was a propaganda ploy for the people to gain the LGBTQ's sympathy, or to gain sympathy for them. You see, but besides that scene, like I said, everything else in this movie was 120% on cue. Okay, one of the deepest movies I've ever seen in my life. Okay? So it takes place 27 years after the first It movie came out. Okay? 27 years after the events of It Chapter 1. And you got the 7 people from the Losers Club. Okay? There's 7 members of the Losers Club. And lo and behold, the individual who got all of the 7 Losers Club members back together, the person who got them all back together and told them that Pennywise was back was the so-called black man, the so-called, you know what I'm saying, melanated, carbonated Atlantean. You see what I'm saying? And there was a scene in this movie where it shows as he got older, he stumbled upon a Native American tribe that showed him how to open his third eye. Yes, folks, it showed it all in the movie, okay? They chose the so-called black man to undergo the Native American ritual and to get his third eye open. And when his third eye was opened, okay, after this opening scene where you had the opening murders, okay, this individual, he stayed behind in Derry. He was the only member, the so-called black man was the only member who stayed behind in Derry. Okay? And he's the one who gathered the whole team back and told them that the Archon was back, the demon was back. Okay? And this individual right here, he also recovered an artifact, okay, an ancient artifact from the Native American tribe that opened his third eye, okay, and you know that actually helped these members confront Pennywise in the end, okay. But you know he made a mistake at the end of the movie. He you know, he still had a portion of fear in his heart while, you know, the team was conducting the ritual, okay? So the Native American ritual failed at first. You see what I'm saying? But, like I said, nonetheless, what happened to him was completely symbolic. And this is towards the end where they confront the demon, okay? But see, the main thing I wanted to say and I wanted to decode here was Pennywise's deadlights. See, Pennywise has the ability to put his victims in a trance, okay? He causes them to go in a trance-like state. And when he does this, he opens his mouth and there are these light orbs that come out of his mouth, okay, and they rotate around each other, and when the victim looks at it and stares at it, they get caught in the hypnosis trance, okay, and I'm going to tell you what this is, all right? Now notice they're called deadlights, okay? So they say when we die, you know, when we're going through the transition process, we see the light at the end of the tunnel. You see, we get tunnel vision and we see that bright light at the end of the tunnel when we're going towards death, and we hear our family members saying, come on, it's cool on the other side, it's cool, it's great on the other side. But little do they know that it's just a motherfucking Archon that is controlled by the chief Archon, okay, Yaldabaoth, and that light that they're seeing at the end of that tunnel is the fucking false light spectrum. It's the false light third dimensional spectrum. It's the light photon spectrum. Okay? This is how Pennywise is able to shapeshift. A few months ago, I want to say 3 or 4 months ago, I did a decode of, who Pennywise really was. You know what I'm saying? You might want to check that video out. Okay? And I showed you how he's able to shapeshift. It's because he can manipulate these deadlights. What is a deadlight? A deadlight is a light photon. We are in the third dimension, the realm of matter. Matter is nothing but condensed light. So these molecules broken down are atoms, and the atoms broken down are neutrinos. The neutrinos broken down are made up of light photons, and the light photons are dead lights. Why? Because the magnetic field that trapped that microscopic portion of light, that magnetic field, okay, is low vibratory energy that condenses the light and gives it the illusion of matter. Okay? So when we see that light at the end of the tunnel during death, okay, you better know that that is the dead light. Okay? Pennywise is Yaldabaoth. Okay? Pennywise is Yaldabaoth. Pennywise is Amit. What does Amit do? Amit eats the hearts of individuals with heavy hearts. How do you get a heavy heart? Fear and hatred. Fear and hatred. That's how you get a heavy heart. And everybody who was consumed with fear and hatred in this It Chapter 2 movie was eaten. Okay? Was eaten alive by this demon. Okay? The kill count and the blood spill in this movie far superseded what was in the first movie. Okay? And I'll just leave it at that. But like I said, it took me about 3 months to figure out what the deadlights of Pennywise really represented, and that's what they are. They are literally the light that we see when we're getting ready to transition to the higher realm. These parasitical demons shoot the light at us to distract us from going into the black hole inside of ourselves and being birthed out in another realm. You see, when we go into their false light, they suck us back into the material realm for reincarnation. Okay? Pennywise is fucking Yaldabaoth. Okay? Amit. You see how this works? You see this? Look, Khonsu. Khonsu is the god over the moon, who is a demonic entity who is the eater of hearts. The eater of hearts, a bloodthirsty deity that is the eater of hearts. Okay? This is how they get the Pac-Man video game. You have the moon, the low vibratory energy of the moon, keeping the souls on earth trapped on this material realm. You see? The moon eating the ghosts of sentient beings on the earth. You see? This is why Piccolo had to blow the moon up. Yes, Piccolo is the Moor. He is the Moor. And he had to blow the moon up. Dragon Ball Z. The Death Star in Star Wars was the moon. You see? And Pennywise got a good portion of his power through the moon in the original It that came out in 1990. Okay? Go look that up. Go look that up. This is how this is all connected. I'm showing you how this is all connected. Okay? Khonsu. Consume. Eating. You see? Eating. The heart chakras of those who are consumed with hatred and fear. You see? You see? All the fucking same deity. All the same deity. You see? And what's ironic about this is, at the end of the It Chapter 2 movie, that's how they killed Pennywise. Okay? They killed him because they dropped all their fear and they went inside of themselves. You see, this was the deepest lesson in the whole It Chapter 2 movie, the deepest lesson. Every member of the Losers Club had to battle their own inner demons before they could even have the ability of fighting Pennywise. Pennywise would surely destroy them unless they went through the process of going back in their past, confronting their inner demons, and destroying their inner demons that traumatized them in the past. Until they confronted that and got over their deepest, darkest insecurities and traumatic experiences, until they destroyed those demons, they didn't have a shot against Pennywise. So when they came together on that united front and destroyed their inner demons, what did that do? That lifted the fear. That lifted the fear and the hatred away from their heart chakras. Okay? And when that happened, they didn't even have to touch Pennywise. All they had to do was speak their true feelings towards Pennywise and the real truth. And Pennywise was reduced to a goddamn a mush ball, okay? And he wasn't even able to walk. He wasn't even able to move. So they just approached him and ripped Pennywise's heart from his chest, okay? That's how you destroy a sentient being. You destroy it by destroying the heart chakra. You see what I'm saying? And I broke that down in the Child's Play Decoded videos I did. Okay, if you haven't seen that, go check that out. I did that maybe a year ago. Okay? But this is just showing you, see, how this is all connected. Okay? Pennywise feeds off of the fear of young children. Who else did that? Saturn, Cronus. Okay? Saturn and Cronus ate his own children. That is the God of the Bible. You see? Yaldabaoth does the same thing. That is the God of the Bible. Wants to keep you caught up in a reincarnation process. How does he do that? He distracts you from going within yourself, and he projects false light. Okay? False hopes, false dreams, and false light. Okay? But the only way you can defeat this bastard is if you go within and confront your own demons and lift the vibration of fear off of your own heart chakra. And when you do that, okay, your heart becomes light, and this motherfucking piece of shit can't touch you. Okay? Flat out. Flat the fuck out. Okay? And that's really all I had to say on this topic. But I want to add that this movie is very vulgar, very graphic, very gory. You know what I'm saying? And if you are an overly emotional kind of person, especially if you have like a lot of water in your natal chart, if you're a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you know what I'm saying? If you're one of those signs and you got a lot of water in your chart, this movie right here can possibly get to you. Okay? Because it is very vulgar. You know what I'm saying? They showed a lot of graphic material in this. Pennywise was straight up ruthless. Straight up cold-hearted ruthless. But you know what's crazy? I believe an entity like this actually exists. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think that demon spirits don't exist. Our ancestors writ about demon spirits all over the hieroglyphic walls. Just go check out the Native Americans, their theology. You know what I'm saying? People got to get hip to this information, because it's not for no reason that the human race is devolving in every aspect of life, in every aspect of existence. We're doing it backwards. We're doing everything that we're supposed to be doing. We're doing it backwards. Think about that. Why would you do that to a race or a civilization of people? Why would you do that? Why would you destroy the earth if you were really from the earth? You see what I'm saying? All these world leaders are demonically possessed by entities like Pennywise. And what are they doing? They're destroying the earth. Because guess what? The fucking demonic entities that are controlling our world leaders, they're not from this earth. Just like Pennywise. They invaded. Okay? This material realm was a realm where we were supposed to learn. Okay? But it was never intended to be a hell. It didn't become a hell until these demonic entities hijacked our planet. Okay? And like I said, if they were from this planet, why the fuck would they be destroying their own home? Don't even make any sense. Okay? They hijacked this thing. Just like when you look into the Silver Surfer comic book, okay? When Galactus invaded the home world of Silver Surfer, okay? Galactus completely destroyed that world, you see? And before that, Zen-La was a place of Zen. Okay? Zen-La was a heaven. Okay? Zen-La is just a depiction of the earth. Okay? And Galactus is this goddamn demonic Saturnian energy. Kronos, Yaldabaoth, Enlil, El. Okay? The Dogon call him Ogo. Okay? And in this movie, they call him Pennywise. Alright? So with all that being said, I appreciate everyone who supports RFG and Atlantean movement. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's the Chosen One, man. I'm out.